Charles Crazy Horse Bennett with the KO. Wait a minute.
Push the weight in the flex. The live is 1 in the 6. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I normally don't report on mixed martial arts or bare knuckle fighting. I may start depending on the direction that boxing goes. But the reason why I'm talking about this, I think there's an event tonight on DAZN and the prelims are on YouTube, and I see a familiar face. I said, man, that look like Charles Bennett. I used to call him the Crazy Horse. He fought in Pride. I was really bigger than Pride years ago. And, when you see a brother competing overseas, you want to see what he's about. He's very talented. He was very, very talented. He had a very, very awkward style. But when he trains, he's very dangerous. He's very dangerous when he's competing. Don't know how old he is now. He got gray in the beard now, but his name used to be the Crazy Horse. Now they call him Felony. Because he's one of those people that can't get out of his own way outside of the ring. So, I kind of pulled back from MMA. Pride went under, and UFC bought out the rest of the Pride fighters that they had on in the UFC. I think the story was he bought out their contracts. Charles Bennett, to my knowledge, wasn't a part of that. Funny how the American fighters weren't juiced to the gills over there. There was a lot of that juicing going on in Pride. I heard the original owner deleted himself. It's a whole big thing. It's a whole big thing. If you know, you know. Some of you may know more. In fact, some of you do know more than me. So if you care to educate me in the comment section, that's also fine. But Charles Bennett was a familiar face. And I seen him on different shows or whatever. He won a lot. He lost a lot. He reminds me, if there was an Emmanuel Augustus in MMA, it'd be him. It's like one of those guys, like, don't let the record fool you. The guy can fight. When he's on, he's on. But he has to train. He has to train. I remember watching, speaking of Emmanuel Augustus, when he has a full camp, man, this guy's a problem. Floyd Mayweather Jr. would tell you that's one of his toughest fights that he ever had. But then when he fought Ruslan Provodnikov, I think he took that fight on a couple of days' notice, and that just wasn't him in the ring, and he got stopped. Charles Bennett strikes me as he's that type of person with that type of demeanor. But he had a lot of problems outside the ring, and I'm just going through YouTube, and I said, let me see what's going on in this bare knuckle fighting championship, and boom, he's on the ring walk. And I said, oh, that looked like Charles Bennett, and it was. They don't call him Crazy Horse anymore. They'll call him Crazy Horse in the chat. And now he calls himself Felony. I mean, I don't know why you want to make light of that, but whatever. I mean, I guess that's his way of owning it. So he gets in there and he's fighting this guy. I believe his first name was Pat, last name was Sullivan. The guy was out of Pennsylvania, of Irish descent. He came to the ring with the Irish music. I said, okay, Irish, bare knuckles. I mean, those Irish fighters, they're fighters by nature. So, I hear that. That's dope. I hear that. First round, Bennett showed, he was smooth. Head movement. It was like he was moving in slow motion, and Sullivan was just throwing, just trying to land. And what do you think happened? Bennett just threw a lazy left. Bing! I think it was a lazy left. It might have been a right. I'm sorry. It happened so fast. And then Sullivan fell right on his face. He got up. His face was all red. He wasn't as confident right there at that moment. The ref was asking him, you want to continue? He continued. And I think that Charles should have jumped on him with education, but he didn't. And he was fighting more defensive. I don't know if it's because of age or whatever have you. I don't even know how old Charles is. But he let him off the hook. Round two, long story short, he just finished him. I think he almost let Sullivan back in the fight, trying to counterpunch him. But I think in between rounds, his corner said, "I, go get this guy." And Sullivan was already. He seems to me, and I don't know much about these fighters because I don't watch it in all fairness, but it seemed to me that he was on the defensive. But he's one of those guys that doesn't know how his defense doesn't support his strong points. It doesn't support what he naturally does. And when Charles closed a distance on him, he finished him. So it's good to see the brother in the ring. It's good to see that, when he's on. I was listening to the commentators. They said, man, when he has his cardio, he's on. I've seen him on, and I've seen him lose somewhere. It's like, man, did he even train for this? So apparently, he's one of those smaller dudes. So he has like what I call a physique where you got to look carefully. Did he train or did he? It's like he's naturally a slim dude, but he was in shape, and he was actually on top of being in shape. The ring experience, because Sullivan was in there he was throwing heat at first, and then he just ate one and fell on his face. Changed the whole trajectory of the fight, man. I mean, this was a veteran. No ring jitters, nothing. This guy's fought in Japan. He's fought in America. He's won. He's lost. It's like, I'm cool either way. And honestly speaking, I'm like, man, I won't be surprised if he gets flatlined. He's probably here just for a payday. I don't know, because I haven't seen him in forever. But, that's why I'm doing this video. It's good to see him. I hope he got his head straight. I hope he stays out of trouble outside of the ring. And if he's going to do this, get your money, make some good choices, and something else I want to point out I saw at the end of this. He was talking to one of the suits outside of the ring, and he was patting dude on the shoulder, and I guess the guy's bodyguard moved Charles' hand off his shoulder, and he looked at him and laughed at him like, yo, what's up with that? And then he gave him a can of bucked up energy drink, and he gets in the ring. He said, I hope they're gonna pay me for this because I don't drink this ish. Whatever, man. But I don't know, maybe because of that, because there's been some stellar matches, it's on right now. And, maybe it's something I'll, have a look into. Y'all let me know if y'all watch the bare knuckle fighting and you like it, because I don't know anybody over there. There's some familiar faces, but I don't know their names because I'm not into it, in all fairness. But if this is something you wouldn't mind me covering, just let me know. And I'll watch more of it. I'll educate myself, and y'all can help me get educated. I don't know what the beefs are, but but let me know what it is, man. So that's it. I just wanted to talk about him because he's a familiar face, and it was good to see him. It's good to see him because I know he's had some problems outside the ring, and hopefully he can get right, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Bronx on deck.